Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new challenge. I'll be honest, I have been kind of working. I ain't just kind of. I have been straight up working on this challenge for the last month and a half, 2 months, essentially. But if you already read the title, you can already understand. But I will explain a bit more before I start this here. And this first island here is going to be all post commentary because I did all this kind of just as a side thing, and now I actually want to do it. So post commentary for the first island here. But either way, minimum turns. Essentially, what my goal is to complete every mission in as few turns as physically possible. Now, for the most part, a lot of the missions are going to follow the speedrun strat. But there's quite a few missions where I think I can shave a couple turns off of the speedrun. It's not going to be faster than speedrun by no means at all. I'm not aiming here to set a record or anything for speedrunning. But essentially, what we're trying to do is just as few turns as I can, put out as much damage as we possibly can to complete the mission as quick as we can. So let's go ahead and get mission 1 going here. And I forgot I had to record this a little bit at the boot camp here. So this gives me a bit more time to explain, but essentially, and I'm not going to be cheating either. We're allowed to use wall climbs. I'm allowed to use poison gases and whatnot if I ever decide to use those, but I highly doubt I will. But I'm not allowed to use like heroes or anything. I'm only allowed to use the medals that we collect throughout the campaign. So later on, it's gonna get kind of tricky, especially towards the end. And even mission 1 here, and you can already tell I forgot to turn off the voices because I always do this. But even mission 1 here, the speed one takes 5 turns if I remember correctly. And we're gonna be trying to take a few turns off that, and of course, there's gonna be a lot of head jumping in this first island. I'll give you that warning now. Because, well, we don't exactly have the strongest of weaponry, especially this first mission here. We just got 3 grenades, a rifle, and a bayonet, and whatever the map gives us. So we really just gotta work with what we got here, and head jumps help out a lot to even take care of just a little bit of extra health. And yeah. Decided to play as Americans. I have no idea why, I just decided to. Get Cochin down to 40, and, well, gotta go. Obviously, we gotta deal as much damage as we can. So we got 10 head jumps, so he's down to 40. So he can be taken care of by one of the other weapons. And the other deal is that we got a lot of time management to do on our hands here because, well, obviously, while we still have 99 seconds, which is a lot of time, it's only 99 seconds that I have to deal as much damage as possible. So I have to use every second imaginable. Even if it's just head jumping for like 3-4 damage, it's worth it. It is definitely worth the damage. And you can even see here on turn 1, how many times have you played mission 1 and had less than 10 seconds on the clock when you finished your first turn? Answer: not many unless you're doing something weird on purpose. And you can see, I had 3 seconds left on the end of my first turn. In the first mission, that does not happen often. But turn 1, we do take out one of the 3 enemies. And obviously, well, I'm not going to be counting the enemy's turns. If you want to, you can. Maybe I'll do that maybe I'll do that once I get to the end of the island and just show like how many turns the enemies had compared to me, but still. For now, we're just going to be talking about how many turns I take to complete the mission. And more head jumps. Because head jumping helps out so much. Although, if I remember correctly, I kind of did not need to do this. Because you can, obviously you can hit this guy with enough knockback to get him into the water with the bazooka. But sometimes it's just better to take the precautions, and I did take quite a bit of precautions in these missions. Especially in the first island. Oh, and if I remember right, I will also be showing how many attempts it took to actually get the perfect one, because I'm not doing any save states, by the way. All the ones that you guys are going to see are going to be in one attempt. One full attempt, no save states, nothing. I will use save states to practice something in the mission, but I will do one full run of completing the mission. So no save stating during a completion, but save stating the practice. And I have a lot of practice with this bazooka, so the reason I do is because at one point I did do a double health speed on of Hogshead. So I knew pretty much exactly where to shoot this bazooka at, but I still took the time to do 7 head jumps first, even though I did not need to, because look at this knockback. Easily we would have taken care of him if we had full health. But that's what I get for being cautious. And one enemy left, you can already kind of guess what we're going to do to him. But of course, the AI pulls out a 27. So, and of course I'm out of bounds, so it's going to make it just that much longer. Because, well, yeah, we're not moving all that quick. But I'm going to go ahead and start wiping out the first mission here, because you already can, guys, guess what's happening. Finish it off. But I will hopefully be, well, I don't know why I'm explaining this now. I got 4 more of these to record and then smash them all together. You gotta love when your editing program just gives out when you start trying to do a decently sized project. Yeah. But either way, yeah. If you didn't know, this is a sniper rifle. That dude has 40 health. You can do the math. So, yeah. Even though the speed one is much faster, it takes more turns when you can actually complete this mission in only 2. Or, not 2. 3 turns. If you're cheating and using keywords, yeah, you might be able to do it in 2 turns. But only using grunts, you can still complete this mission in 3 turns. Which, honestly, it's not worth it. Doing that many head jumps on the first turn is not fun. But, yep, there we go, mission complete. And it took us 3 turns to complete the mission. Alright, then we are moving on to mission 2. I do kind of apologize for the, kind of interruption. Well, not really interruption, but brief little change there. You guys didn't get to see the upgrades I chose. I did forget the can't speak today. I forgot to record the metal screen in between, because I did most of these missions like on different days and things, so I just started recording like at the mission screen like I was starting like a speed one for some reason. But either way, the thing you need to know here is that we have 2 sappers. We used our 2 medals for mission 1 to have 2 sappers for mission 2. And if you couldn't guess, mission 2 is just gonna be the speed 1 strat. It's just 2 turns, that's the fastest you can do this mission. And, well, you'll see here in just a moment here, but I'm not very good at doing this mission in 2 turns. I've tried on multiple occasions, but I'm not good at it. I've only ever gotten 2 turns completion, like the actual way to do it, like twice in all my attempts at it, which I don't attempt it very often though, to be honest. But yeah, like I said, some missions are just going to be that, just going to be mission, just going to be okay, just going to be the speedrun strats, because obviously some of them, like mission 2 here, is just, yeah, you're not gonna do this mission in 1 turn, so might as well just take the 2-turn victory, because there's no way to do this mission in 1 turn. It's not happening. Not even with a hero, you cannot do this mission in 2 turns. And yeah, as you see, I messed up, and I can never get this caught to die. Like when I was doing the double health speed ones, or messing around with that idea, I was able to get this guy consistently down to like to around low health. But I mean, by that I mean he got around to like I would be able to do like 50 something damage to him, like each time I did the freaking speed one on double health. What? In normal health? Nah, 48's the max. And it doesn't matter that much since we can still jump on his head, because like I said, head jumping is obviously going to be allowed. I'm not going to restrict myself. There's one glitch I'm not gonna allow myself to use is the freeze timer glitch. Because if I allowed myself to freeze the timer, every mission would be done in like 1-2 turns, that's it. And that's too major of a glitch. Wall climbs, that's okay, but freezing the timer and just head jumping for hours is not right. That's not how to do this. So yeah, easy peasy mission here, 2-turn completion. Although this one dude does get a triple kill in this turn, so that's nice. And we do pick that up as well. Because who needs an extra TNT when you already have all 3 opponents dead? Although my poor gun does take damage there. Poor fella. Yep, that's it. It's as easy as it gets here. Alright, on to mission 3. And here you are at mission 3. Now, once again, just like mission 2, mission 3 is going to be doing the speedrun strat, because I could not think of any faster way to complete this mission than 2 turns. And this one did actually take me quite a few times, probably around 12 attempts to get it correctly. And it's mostly just because this first turn. The second turn I actually only had to do once, so yeah, the first turn just... I could not figure out where to place this mine. I had to watch the IL... Not the IL speedrun, it's the speedrun. I had to watch speedruns to figure out exactly where to place this mine to actually get it to work. But once we got past that, that was actually pretty easy. This mission. Like most missions, when you're trying to complete them fast with the speedrun strats, it's not that bad. But obviously, again, I wish I would be able to come up with something myself, but the speedrun strats are just superior. And 2 turns is impossible to beat on most of these missions. But like mission 1, as I said, I think speedrun is 5 turns or so. We did it in 3 turns, but it took us like twice as long, 3 times as long as the speedrun normally does. But either way, yeah, as you can see, got pretty lucky with these 2 finally lining. Well, I say finally lining up. Again, this is like the first time I got to this point. So it wasn't actually that hard, but I do something just a little bit different just to ensure the double kill here. And I will when we do get back to this next Monday, I believe. I will actually try to show off how many kills my guys has, because this first pig, this second pig has got like the majority of the kills, because like mission 2, he got all 3 of them. And yeah, I placed a mine. That might seem a little weird, but I found it actually helps quite a bit to get this double kill more guaranteed. I should have planted it a bit further back, but it's whatever. It worked. This took an extra 6 damage. Just even a little bit of damage helps out quite a bit. And yeah, already. 2 turns, it's done. Yeah, 2 turns. Mission 3. So, we'll see how mission 4 works out. And here we have mission 4. I know I forgot to mention in the last, for mission 3, but we still only had 2 sappers. I didn't upgrade anybody, because we did not need any more than 2 sappers. However, this mission 4 here, we have 3 sappers. Because, yeah, 3 sappers. We only need 3 sappers, because the grunts, I could have upgraded one of them, but mostly we're trying to save as many metals as we can and use as minimum as possible, because later on we're going to be struggling for metals, because if you think about it, some missions where the metal we have to go out of our way to get, like mission 12, I'm probably not going to be able to get that unless I can find a way to destroy all the tanks and complete the mission in as few turns as possible, and collect the metal. So we'll tackle those when we get there, but right now metals are quite precious. And once again, as you can probably already tell, we are following the speedrun strat once again, because it's just the fastest way. I cannot figure out a way to complete this in fewer turns than the speedrun strat, unfortunately. Although I can think of a few ways if I were to allow myself to cheat and have heroes or commandos at this point, but I'm not going to do that. And I still love this mine. It's just glorious. Kaboom! And he's gone. Oh, I love that. I love it. Funniest thing to happen every time. But yeah, if you've seen the speedrun strat, you've seen this mission as well. I do apologize that I was not able to find any other strats. I wish I could. So badly I wish I could. But with the metals we have, I was not able to find anything. Well, if you guys have any suggestions at all, and I mean literally at all, you guys have any suggestions to shave off 1 or 2 turns on any of the missions that you see during this playthrough, go ahead and tell me. Tell me in the comments. I'll probably attempt them once we complete the game, and I'll come back to those missions where we think we can shave off another turn or 2. Just to see. Because really at this point, I'm just pushing the game as far as I can just to see all the different things you can do in this game. And that TNT is deceivingly hard, I swear. Because if you don't have it perfect around that line, it's not gonna work. And even then, sometimes it just doesn't work. But we did get this time. It took me... Actually, no, this was first try. It did not take me 2 attempts. I actually got this first try somehow. Usually it takes me a few attempts just to get that TNT correct, but I got lucky this time. Even though it's kind of funny, because now that I think about it, when I was a kid, well, I say kid, like 10 years ago, I used to be able to get that TNT quite easily. It used to be like my main strategy when I played through the game casually, was that TNT. But you lose skills as you get older, I guess. The glory days of Hogs. Over for me. Either way, 3 turns, you can guess what's gonna happen here. A nice easy TNT to take out these 2. And yeah, you might notice that we're gonna end up using TNT quite a bit during this playthrough. It's just, especially early on here, it's your most handy tool. It has the best knockback you can get a hold of, and the one of the highest damage rates you can get. But we will see something different in Mission 5. But, till then, there we go. 3 turns. Mission 4 is done. Nice and easy. Once again, those second and third the 4th and 5th pigs still have no upgrades, nothing else. Alright, to the 5th mission. Alright, here goes Mission 5. Now, I'll just be straight up honest. Mission 5. Mission 5. Mission 5 was not easy in any way, shape, or form here. Oh my gosh. I had an idea going into this mission, and I did execute the idea. But this is going to be... We're not obviously following the speedrun route by any point at this point, because we don't even have our mortars set up by the first mission. Because, well, I'll be honest, I don't think we're going to end up using a single gunner in this entire playthrough, but we'll see. We'll see. They might come in handy later on. But for now, we're just going to be... Yeah, as you can tell, a shrapnel grenade. Yeah. But honestly, believe it or not, the shrapnel grenade, after about 20 attempts at this mission, actually became pretty consistent. It was just a matter of getting into the right position, getting the right angle, and the right amount of power. Because if you go full power, this actually doesn't work. Yep. Get him over here. We set that mine earlier on the medic, and now we got these 2 within inches of each other. And obviously we still don't need the bridge because that means this guy will take care of himself for us. Which helps out a bunch, because that skips another turn we have to deal with. And, well, obviously, it's way easier to do this than it is to actually do anything against the sapper. So, whatever. And, although we haven't seen it since Mission 1, we will be seeing our good friend Mr. Headjumps come back here. Because, while it is possible, and I have done it, I think I did it twice in practice for this mission, you can kill all 3 of these guys, or you can kill that full health gunner with a single TNT from his spawn position. But is it difficult? Man. And if you're curious about that mine, you'll see why I placed that here in just a moment, once we get a few head jumps on here, just to make it easier, because again, I have killed this dude in 1 TNT without and went from full health. But it is so difficult. It's a very precise position, and doing this just makes it more consistent, which is what I needed after attempting this mission probably around 80 times. Because, of course, Mission 5, no matter how you play it, gives some sort of difficulty. But, yep, lined up very, very precise right here, by the way. This is an annoying TNT to get. Because I have to line up 2 things. Obviously the mine over there, and you'll see. There goes the medic. We didn't need the mine at all for the gunner. We needed it for the medic. Because the medic will actually survive that TNT. He will survive with around 5 to 10 HP. So by planting that mine in a very specific location, we can get him to land on the mine from the TNT blast and take out all 3 of them on that island. And you might be thinking, if one of them has like 1 or 2... I had that one gunner, like specifically the gun that we planted the TNT on. I had him survive the TNT so many times on like 2 to 3 HP. And all he'll do, by the way, because he lands on this island over here, he'll just go into the shelter, and that completely ruins it, because we can't head jump on him or anything to take him out from there. We just end the run. That happens so many times. And this ain't easy either, because obviously, well, we still gotta deal 75 damage to this guy with a single TNT. But it's not as bad as you expect. I'll go ahead and pop this up here. And once again, we're gonna be doing head jumps just to make sure, hiccups, that we were able to complete this. And I don't know why this specific mission is this specific mission has a different size recording. I just realized that as I'm doing this. I don't know why that is. That's very weird. Very strange. But either way, it takes not too many attempts to get this far. Well, actually, it took, like I said, about 80 attempts, and then this is the second or third time I got to this scout. So I actually did not have much practice going against this guy. But, obviously, we got the job done. Perfect landing in the water, and those head jumps probably did actually help, because he probably would have survived that. There we go. Mission 5 and 3 turns. And we still didn't upgrade anyway, so we still have 2 guns at the end. Because haha. And so, that is it for Hogshead. How many turns did it take us overall? 13. I don't know why I can't see that one, but did you do? Get over here. Come on, there we go. There we go. It took us 13 turns total to beat Mission 13. Not Mission 13, beat Hogshead. So, if you can think of any way at all to shave another turn or 2 off of this island, go ahead and tell me in the comments. And my plan going forward with this series is, every Monday, I'm going to try my best to stream this challenge on YouTube or Twitch, maybe, I don't know. I'm going to try and stream it to try and get the community and everyone else involved to help me out and see how we can do. So next Monday we will be starting Australia, which I already have a decent idea of how to do it. But we'll see if you guys can give me any pointers or anything. Either way, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you in the next one.